Hey, this is Lynn. It is Weigh-In Monday. It also happens to be Christmas Day. So I hope everyone's having a wonderful day. I don't expect you to drop everything you're doing and watch this video. Enjoy your family, enjoy whatever you're doing today, and have a good time with your family. I happen to be by myself right now. Dave decided to volunteer to work today because he gets paid double time and a half. My daughter is house sitting, so after he gets off, which is like 2 p.m. in the afternoon, we will probably head over and spend the time with her where she's house sitting. But otherwise, it's nice and peaceful. I'm sitting here by our fireplace and trying not to get too warm because heat's a trigger for my mast cell disease. But so far, so good. And had a great week. I went for a mall walk on Thursday and actually bought 3 sweaters because my clothes are getting too big, honestly. And I had no idea what size I wore. In the past, before I lost weight, I was a 3X. Sometimes, depending on where I ordered from, was even a 4X. So I went and grabbed and pulled all these 2Xs thinking, oh, that'll be safe. And I had like 6 or 7 sweaters. And I tried on one after another and they were all too big. I'm like, okay, this is interesting. So I went back out of the ones that I actually liked and I pulled a 1X. And then there was one sweater that I really liked a lot and there was no 1X, but there was something called a 0X, which I didn't even really know was a thing because I've never been, this is still in the plus size, the women's plus size. Anyway, so I figured, okay, well, I'm going to try the 0X. I don't know what size that is in numbers. I know a 1X is like 18-20, so I'm assuming that a 0X is smaller than that. I don't know. But anyways, the 0X fit me. And the 1X was, the one sweater, the 1X fit fine. And again, it varies depending on the brand. But in the other sweater, the 1X was still too big. But I really liked the sweater and it didn't have a 0X, so I went ahead and bought it. It was not like swimmingly too big, but it was still too big. So I was just like going, wow, like I haven't gone clothes shopping ever since I started losing weight, and like I have shrunk sizes. I am getting like this close to not having to shop in the plus size section. I'm going to celebrate when that happens. Oh my gosh. So anyways, that was a lot of fun. So we had, so that was where I was after the mall walk. So I was actually enjoyed clothes shopping. I never enjoyed clothes shopping because honestly, nothing ever looks good on me. And so I was really like actually enjoying clothes shopping as I'm trying to figure out what size fits. Then Friday we went to a winter solstice candlelight river walk in our town. Now, the downtown area, like the main street, is very historic and it runs right along a river, and there's a river walk, and it was all lit up with candles, well, fake candles, but the little like white bags with the candles in them all lighting up the path, and there must have been at least 1,000 people there. We brought Max. We had to carry him like half the time because he sniffs everything every few feet. But anyways, we had a nice time, did that walk. I will post some video and maybe some pictures of what we did. So we're at the winter solstice candlelight river walk. There's a river right there. This is the Snohomish River.
Oh, I didn't even think about it till last night.
She said he's not even that small, that there's...
It is crowded here. There's a ton of people. This is the shortest day of the year up here in the northern hemisphere. If you're in the southern hemisphere, it's the longest day of the year.
Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Feliz Navidad, Prospero Año, Felicidad.
Okay, so we also went geocaching on Saturday. We had some nice days where it wasn't raining and it was decent weather. So we got like 6 geocaches, and I am not able to do the one geocache that I really want to finish. So we have this one that was hard. It was like a level 5 out of 5, and it was one you had to solve and go hunt down all this stuff and solve all these math equations. And I figured out where the final coordinates are, and they take me to this regional park. But it has a lot of trails, and it's really beautiful, but it has this hill that I just like. I tried to get up it before, and I was just dying. And so I was just not in shape. We were talking about possibly trying it Saturday, but I tweaked my knee again, and so I have to be really careful. So once my knee is in better shape and maybe I've lost a little bit more weight, a little bit better conditioned, I am going to go find that cache, because that has been on my bucket list. It is my first level 5 out of 5 difficulty cache, and I want to complete it. So anyways, that's kind of one of my things that I've got to do. I've been considering, I know people do these exercise challenges. I've been considering in the new year, maybe doing one. And I've been considering doing a plank challenge. I cannot do a plank. Like, it's not that I can't do a plank for very long. I can't do a plank. Like, I try to lift myself up off the ground. I think it's just because I haven't tried since I was a lot heavier, and I was not strong enough. Now I've gained so much muscle, maybe I can try it again. So I'm thinking of possibly doing a plank challenge for January and just see if I can do one. And if I can't get myself up the ground, let's just like see how long can I hold it and can I improve over the month. So if you think that's a good idea, let me know. I might do it regardless, just because I think it would be good for me, because I really need to improve my core strength. So we shall see. It'll be embarrassing to film, honestly. Seriously, like my belly, I feel like it still hangs down. That pooch that I have in the upper above my waist drives me crazy. Today I decided to just I look down and I still see the pooch. I took a picture. I actually put my phone on my chest. Maybe I'll put it here. We'll see, but it's embarrassing. But anyways, I want to be able to look down and not see this pooch, because it still pooches out. And honestly, it's not like I'm asking it to hide behind an A cup. Like, seriously, I'm giving it a lot of grace here, because it doesn't have that far to go. It needs to just reduce so that I can actually look down and not see it. Anyways, that's kind of a silly goal, but that pooch, if you've watched any of my measuring videos, you know that pooch really bothers me. Anyways, okay, so enough of this. Let's get on to my results for this week. So the scale has me down 2 pounds. I'm down to 280.2. I was really hoping that it would go below 280 for today, because this is the official last weigh-in for 2023. But it didn't. It hovered right there above the 280 point. So I'm hoping next week, to start the new year, I will start in the 270s. But for this week, that's still fine. 2 pounds. My fat-free body weight went up by 0.8, which means my fat loss for the week was 2.8 pounds. And fantastic. My muscle was only up by 0.4, which is still great. Almost half a pound of muscle gain, which means my water, and I didn't have any change in bone. So my water was probably gained about 0.4 of water to make up that 0.8 of the fat-free body weight loss. Body weight gain, not loss. Anyways, my BMI is still hovering down there at 42.5. Let's see. My visceral fat dropped last week, so it's still at 23. It dropped down from 24 last week. And my bone mass is still at 7.2. So overall, my BMR keeps going up every time, and that darn metabolic age is still 62. Don't know what it's going to take, but eventually it'll go down. So my totals from the beginning, when I started, my first weigh-in was May 31st of 2023. I weighed in at 339.6 pounds. So my scale loss is 59.4 pounds. I have gained 21.8 pounds of good tissue. So my actual fat loss is 81.2 pounds. That's a large dog that I've lost. That's a medium-sized child that I've lost. That's incredible. Unbelievable. Total bone gain has been 1.4 pounds, and total muscle gain has been 20.4 pounds. So I'm not going to complain at all. I'm happy. As always, the trend continues. This is working. I hope everybody has an absolutely wonderful Christmas. Enjoy your family. Make good food choices. If you don't wait till tomorrow. Just the moment you realize you made a bad choice, that's when it starts over again. Make good choices from that moment on. Don't say, well, I'm going to wait till after the New Year's. Yeah, I just know for myself how much better I feel when I make good choices. And it's not just physically. It's emotionally. It's spiritually. It's all of those things when you make the right choices for your body. So anyways, hope you have a wonderful holiday. I hope you remember the spiritual components of Christmas, and it's not just all about gifts. It is about family, but it's not just all about what you get. It's about what you give, but it's also, most importantly, Jesus Christ, who gave his life for us. So have a very Merry Christmas, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.